if your sewing machine can sew a zigzag stitch, then it can sew a buttonhole. In this tutorial, I'll show you 3 different ways. Oversized button, I'll show you how to sew a buttonhole that's longer than your buttonhole foot. No buttonhole function at all, I'll show you how to sew one completely manually. Can't move the needle position left or right? I've got a solution for that too. Hello and welcome to the Sewing Whisperer and another video in the Button and Buttonhole playlist. If this is the first video you've found from the Sewing Whisperer, you'll find the complete Button and Buttonhole playlist linked below. We start with the theory and work all the way through to advanced techniques. Before we begin, reinforce the fabric with interfacing. This prevents stretching, reduces fraying, and gives the buttonhole the stability it needs. Mark the buttonhole position. Remember, the finished buttonhole should be about 3 to 4 millimeters or 1/8 of an inch longer than the button. Clearly mark each end and the center of the buttonhole. I recommend sewing a practice buttonhole on a scrap of the same fabric that you're working with on your specific project to see if your machine sews nicely on the fabric. Method 1. Oversized button. How to sew a long buttonhole when the button is too big for the buttonhole foot. I'm demonstrating this on a Janome Sewist 780 DC. Special thanks to my friend Mandy for the loan of her machine for this demonstration. Attach the satin stitch foot labelled F. You could use the standard foot, but the satin stitch foot is clear so you can see to keep the 2 sides of the buttonhole parallel. Pull the buttonhole lever down. Select the standard or keyhole buttonhole setting. This Janome begins sewing at the front left of the buttonhole and works towards the back. Place the fabric under the foot. The needle should align with the centre of the front marking. Lower the presser foot. Push the foot treadle and the machine will reverse sew the left side of the buttonhole. Sew slowly and stop when you reach the back marking. Push the buttonhole lever forward. The machine will forward sew a straight stitch tacking line along the right side of the buttonhole. Stop when you reach the front end of the buttonhole. Push the buttonhole lever forward. The machine will reverse sew the right hand side of the buttonhole. Stop at the back end of the buttonhole. Push the lever forward. The machine will sew the bar tack across the end. Cut the thread, raise the presser foot and remove the fabric. You can see the large button fits the longer buttonhole. Finally, cut the buttonhole. Using sharp scissors or clippers, fold and snip in the centre. Cut up to one end, turn around and cut up to the second end. Method 2. Manual buttonholes with adjustable needle position and no buttonhole dial. These instructions will work for both computerized and mechanical machines that have a zigzag function and the ability to move the needle position left and right. Attach the buttonhole or standard foot. With the buttonhole marked and the fabric position beneath the foot, with the back of the buttonhole at the starting point, we're ready to begin. Set the stitch length to a 3/4 turn from 0. The needle position to the left and the stitch width to 2. Note, you'll need to check that these measurements are perfect for your machine and adjust accordingly. If the stitches are too close or too wide apart, adjust the stitch length, and if the width is too wide or narrow, adjust the width. Sew down the left side of the buttonhole. Set the needle position to the centre, the stitch width to 5 and the stitch length to 0. Sew the bar tack at the end of the buttonhole. Only sew about 4 stitches. If you sew more, the machine may not feed smoothly down the second side due to the bulky stitches on the end. Lift the foot and turn the buttonhole around. Raise the needle and align to sew the second side. Set the stitch length to a 3/4 turn from 0. The needle position to the left and the stitch width to 2. Sew the second side. Raise the needle. Set the needle position to the centre, the stitch width to 5 and the stitch length to 0. Sew the bar tack at the end of the buttonhole. Raise the needle. Set the needle position to the left, the width to 0 and the length to a 3/4 turn from 0. Hold the reverse lever and sew a few reinforcement stitches along the left side of the finished buttonhole. Remove the buttonhole, trim threads and cut as before. The next method is even more universal because it doesn't rely on moving the needle position. If your machine can sew a zigzag stitch, you can use this technique. Method 3. Manual buttonholes without needle position adjustment and no buttonhole dial. Attach the standard foot. Prep the fabric, mark the buttonhole and position beneath the foot with the centre of the foot aligned to the left of the marked line at the back of the buttonhole. Set the stitch length to a 3/4 turn from 0 and the stitch width to 2. Note, as before, test the width and length settings for your machine. Sew down the left side of the buttonhole. Align the centre of the foot to the centre of the buttonhole. Set the stitch width to 5 and the stitch length to 0. Sew the bar tack at the end of the buttonhole. Raise the needle, lift the foot and turn the buttonhole around. Align the centre of the foot with the second side of the buttonhole. Set the stitch length to a 3/4 turn from 0 and the stitch width to 2. Sew the second side. Raise the needle. Align the centre of the foot to the centre of the buttonhole. Set the stitch width to 5 and the stitch length to 0. Sew the bar tack at the end of the buttonhole. Remove the buttonhole, trim threads and cut as before. I'd love to know, have you ever sewn a manual buttonhole? Which of these 3 methods do you think you'll use? Let me know in the comments below. Buttonholes can seem intimidating at first, but once you understand the process, they're much easier than most people expect. And that's a wrap on manual buttonholes. Up next we'll look at jeans style buttonholes, ideal for any garment made from denim or chino style fabrics. Be sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next tutorial.